Quick video for underground roots here. So I'm trying to dig out for a pad. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, you can kind of see the rectangle that it's going to be. We're running into a lot of roots here. A lot of roots. This stuff's easy, but I'm talking about thick stuff like this. You can kind of see there's one going right down the center here, and we're getting to the part where it's under the soil. I keep trying to dig it out, keeps getting buried. Here's an end right here, but this DeWalt Sawzall, beautiful, works beautifully. Just put that little blade underneath, and it cuts through like butter. But anyway, don't be afraid to get that thing dirty. But like, this is the size of out of the stuff that's coming up from under the ground. So hopefully we could dig this a little deeper, and then yeah, put some crushed stone, and then get the cement mixer out. Probably not this weekend, but at a later date, get a little pad going on here for the plow. All right, quick video on the concrete slab pour for the plow. I'll post about it, but basically I had an issue where that was bought for this project, and I don't know, there's something wrong with it. It's not what I want right now. Pardon the water in it right now. Basically, I think there's an issue with the motor. It's working, it spins fine. Works totally fine until you pour bags of concrete. I actually bought the 60-pound bags to make it easier on myself. I've used 80 before. Just me personally, I prefer the 60. They're easier to dump in the machine. This, according to everybody online, gets great reviews. It's a Harbor Freight 3.5 cubic foot mixer. I believe, from what I've read online, everybody says you could do 280s or 360s. I put 160 in it, and it couldn't spin 160. So basically the motor was trying to spin, and with the help of me kind of spinning it like this, with the motor, I was able to get it done. I also changed, I read online, I changed out the way these are right here, the blades, so to speak. Concrete kind of does get stuck in here. They had a bigger space. This bottom part kind of came to here, but with just one bag, it wasn't really mixing it well. So that worked better today. I still needed heavy manual input though. So basically my issue was I ran out of daylight last night, and I actually was a little short on concrete too, but ran out of daylight first, and short of me, even if I had the extra concrete, short of me working through the night spinning this manually, and makes noise, like it was awful. Short of me doing all that, it was just it was kind of a lost cause last night. I poured probably about 75 80% of it, 75%, and you can see the color difference. I try to blend it here. That looks like a puddle. It's just, I think it's just reflective. It's not, I mean, it's wet concrete, but it's not bad. That's all kind of smoothed out. even though it looks rough there. I mean, it is a rougher finish. It's not perfect. I wanted to put like a little outside border. I was so SOL with it, you know, last night that I was aggravated I even started in the first place. But I've rented a machine. My issue is I rented a machine smaller than this for about what this costs to own. This costs about $50 more than my rental. And this is supposed to have more horsepower. The rental was like plastic drum, whatever. This is quote unquote on paper beefed up a lot better than what it is. I think there's something wrong with it though, because everybody loves it online. So therefore I think it's my issue. I don't know, maybe the belt isn't right. I got to take the motor apart, see what's going on. But anyway, it's done now. It's blended. I'll see how that dries tomorrow, but whatever. All in all, used 40 bags, 60 pound bags. So maybe 42, 44 bags. It was probably about 44, 45 bags actually. 45, 60. So about 4,000 pounds of concrete at the end of the day. Just for this, it's a little shorter than 10 feet. It's about 9 and change by 5. It's actually, the original plans were 10 feet long, 5 feet deep for the plow. It's in a V. So the V shortens the blade as is. Just with I dug it out to these, you can kind of see, so it loses some space here, loses some space here. But I was running into issues with, I mean, I cut them, but just big roots and whatever. So to get the most level pad, it's actually like 9.5 by 4.5 is what the inside dimensions are. So I added like 1.5 inches for the overlap in the measurements, in case anybody was wondering. But basically 9.5 by 4.5 feet. The plow is going to sit just fine on it. The Boss plow is very finicky, having to be very level to take it on and off. So it's decently level with the ground right now, but this isn't like there's roots and stuff everywhere over here. This is eventually going to get kind of dug and graveled, but once this dries up, I'm going to see if I could just drop it. If not, I'll either have to put a small little rock under the front or back tire, you know, something like this guy right here, just to be able to get it off. And then next year, this is all going to be graveled, wood chipped, something like that, because I'm going to have another trailer. The truck's going to be in back here. It's going to be springtime. It's going to be a mud fest back here, so I got to get something. You could even see just it's been dry the last few days, but you could see the mud trail to the road. Anyway, that's it. Looks like in the camera, it's so funny to the naked eye. That spot over there is not wet. It doesn't look like water, and it does here. That right there is the concrete actually dry. It looks really, really rough, but that's the concrete dry right there. But that's that. Decent little project. Should have been, honestly, it should have just been an afternoon. But it turned into a full day affair. But anyway, materials for this. I had a couple 10-foot pieces of wood that I trimmed a little bit off. You could see that's the what was trimmed out there. This is a 8-foot piece I had laying around to kind of screed it. I had a bunch of 8-foot pieces around, so I cut two 8-foot pieces for the 4.5-foot pieces, or 4 8-foot pieces, I guess, if you had like the 1.5 inch. So that's the wood. You got just as some olive oil or whatever. This is what I use to when this dries up to knock off the form. What do we got? That's what I used. So when this dries here, this'll come off. And we got some galvanized spikes holding the. Actually, this one broke, but this was dry anyway. I think I broke it, but it was real simple. It was basically just. So I have long screws here. Let me show you a side that actually is better. So galvanized spike right by my finger here is a long 4-inch screw. I just took it off. That's okay. This wasn't held down like crazy. The concrete guys are really going to get on me for this, but galvanized spike was holding with twine. This is a 4-inch screw that's drilled into this form and this form, holding it together as a solid rectangle. There's 4 of them here, with a few inches poking out for twine to hold tight. Let's see here. So this one here is held on real tight. There's a knot. Could feel bounce here. And this is the spike here. Coming over here, same thing. You can see the spike, a few inches, just pulling it, just holding it tight. But anyway, here's some spikes left over. These are the 4-inch just exterior screws we find. I'll back them out, and I'll back them out after this dries. We have a good day today. Tomorrow, for the most of the day, it's not gonna be super sunny, but it'll be dry until tomorrow night. Rain comes in tomorrow night. I'll probably just leave this formed up till the weekend when it dries out. Let some sun hit it over the weekend. Back the screws out, knock out the forms. All you need is a little sledge. This little 3-pound Milwaukee sledge. Pop them out, and then go from there. And quick update on the concrete pad, which is soaked. Does not look good. That's not good. I wonder if I should have covered this, but let's see. Oh no, it's dry. It's just so it turned out level enough. This is the pad that I did. Shit, I left the level out. I wanted to put the level in the truck. Oh, that's okay. But see, this is wet, but it's It's not 100% level, but it is a rough surface. So that could be part of the issue. But overall, pretty decent. Pretty decent. So, yeah, but you know, if I could get that V ride, I'd love to. I don't need the 37, honestly. I'm a big power guy as much as the next guy, but I think the 37 on a 52 is overkill, especially if I'm not doing bagging or anything like that. But maybe I'll throw an accelerator bagger on it. I mean, I do have a client that she wants her yard bagged. She wants the grass bagged, and I'm just like, I don't do it, and I don't know who. She used to have guys with walkers, and they, I don't know if they got rid of walkers or they got rid of the business or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know anybody in this area that bags grass. But you know, now I'm thinking maybe like, you know, a few $100 on an accelerator and then charges an upcharge. She does well, so yeah, it's a thought I could always present it to her, like, hey, hypothetically, if I were to, would you do it for blah blah blah, increase price, and then go from there. All right, I want to quickly go through these. You could see that first picture. I had the outline laid out with the green tape. You could see all the roots that caused here. Some of the equipment, the mixer, which did not serve me too well. Here we have prepped out, forms in place, gravel base, and here is the end product along with the plow on top of it.